Nice to see it's your Uncle Bruce here. Uncle Bruce is up and ready to go. I'll tell you, kids, we could be in for one heck of a day today. We can suffer highs, lows, and in betweens. There's all kinds of speculation going on as to what is going to happen today, especially with GameStop. I'm expecting all kinds of media reaction today, actually, a lot. I'm also quite interested in and found it quite interesting already this morning that the company already made an announcement today. Out of Texas, they said that their chief customer officer, a gentleman named Frank Hamlin, will be stepping down from the company after a transition period. Well, it's a 1-week thing. So he's out of there on the 31st of March. It's been announced like as of today, or they cut the deal with him yesterday. I'm not sure. And by the end of the month, he's out of there, which is kind of what I'm expecting happening here. What's been happening, what will continue to happen. How about that? First thing you're going to hear, which we're already hearing, are people leaving. Then you're going to start hearing about people coming in. And that's the key to the deal. Who is replacing some of the senior management that are being asked to leave or being encouraged to leave or who are just leaving? And let's see what's going on. This could be a lot of fun. I am of the opinion that every week from now on, we're going to hear more news from GameStop company. The corporate entity is going to be much more active in relaying company news, relaying staff additions, this kind of stuff. GameStop. Ryan Cohen is in here. It's all new blood. It's all new thinking. And it's all new management. And it's all new direction. You got to think about global here, kids. There are now traders globally that are aged 18 to 40 that are trading the market that have never traded the market before. And they're using this to do it wherever they are, because this works almost everywhere now, almost everywhere. And so we're talking about the gaming market is just growing naturally. Remember, gamers started gaming in the 80s and the 90s, and they were 15 years old. 14, 13, 12, 17. They're now in their 40s, gamers. They're still gaming, but they can now afford the nice headphones. For their birthday, they're given accessories or a gift card for $100 to go to GameStop. These are gamers that now are in a higher demographic than when they started gaming. This business is growing in that natural way. And every child born today on the planet is likely going to be a gamer by age 6 going forward. That's just the way it is. How many kids do you know that are aged 6 to 16 that are gamers? How many? How many parents try to control their kids and keep them calmed down by letting them play on the video games for a while? I mean, and they're just sitting there. And they're quiet. The mom and dad can talk to each other and have a civil conversation. How many people are using the gaming systems as a babysitting unit? Gazillions. How many teenage guys and girls are in their bedrooms when they hit 13, 14 and don't want to hang out with mom and dad because they're playing games in their bedrooms now? They don't want to be interrupted. Tell me, how many? And at Christmas time and birthday time, grandma and grandpa, what do they ask mom and dad? What does the kid want? Just one thing. They want one thing. They want more for their gaming activity. That's what they want. The fancy chair. They want the headphones. They want the switchers, whatever they want. They want the accessories. They want the latest game. They want this. They want that. That's what they want, grandma and grandpa. And grandma and grandpa send them $100. Here you go. I don't know what to buy this kid. Here's a gift card to GameStop. Or online, it's going to happen where mama's going to say to grandma, for the kids, for Christmas, give them an electronic gift card on the GameStop website. Because GameStop now has gone digital, and they can go nuts there. And guess what happens? Christmas Day, the kids are playing with their phones, ordering stuff from GameStop because they got all this money given to them from Grandma and Uncle Joe and their older brother and dad and whatever. They got hundreds of dollars to spend on the GameStop site to buy more stuff to keep the gaming going even further. This is where this business is going. Does GameStop need to take out competition? Not really. They can just grow internally. That's where I think most of their growth is coming from. This is a growing business, a big growing business. 26 million reasons why they would like the stock to rise in value as opposed to just sit down here. Pardon me, I have to take off my clothes. Some of you were asking, can you do one of those things where you take your clothes off for money? And I just do it for free. I don't need any money from you guys. I'm just going to get naked without you. Don't mind me. I'm just going to get undressed here. Hope you're enjoying this because a lot of you have been asking for this. There's skin fired up right now about GameStop and what's happening at CNBC. I'm not impressed with those guys today. But then I gotta clear up my hair because hair is everything. I'll tell you, woohoo! There we go. Anyway, much better now. A totally different look for me right now, as opposed to what I was doing earlier. Thank you, everybody. Explain why this 138 million is not a concern, because in the middle of a pandemic, companies are losing billions of dollars. Billions. These guys with a loss of 138 million. This is way better than expected. The street was expecting these guys to be a bloodbath. They thought this company 6 months ago was bankrupt. They are sitting on a ton of cash. They are coming on beautifully right now. No, this is not a concern. They didn't take on any debt. They didn't dilute their stock. 68 million shares out, roughly 69 million. That's all there is. There's no stock out there. There's 400 million AMC out there. There used to only be 100. Now there's 400 million AMC. There's no stock out there on GameStop except the illegally shorted and invisibly shorted and the synthetically shorted stock that could be 150 million more shorted than actually is reported. That's why GameStop could go much, much higher. It could go much, much higher. Unbelievable. Let's see what happens. There was no one allowed to ask questions. They only made statements. And I think what we're going to get now are releases, press releases like crazy. Now, it's possible. It is possible that in the next day or two or three, some of these management people will go in front of a camera. But I'm not sure which camera they'll go in front of. That will be interesting to see who they talk to, who they don't talk to. Anyone selling here can't be selling because they think the company is going to zero. I can't imagine that. I think the selling here is targeted short selling to try to drive the price down. This is an attack on the stock. This is not sensible investors who were wrong that they thought the company would go up and it's going down. I'm going to get out now. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. I think 90% of this action are day traders trying to drive the market to scoop it up cheaper, or they're short at a lower level. They're trying to help themselves out by getting it down, or there are friends of friends of friends who have put contracts who are trying to run this thing down so that the puts will open up with a nice premium tomorrow morning on the New York Exchange, and they'll score the big touchdown on the puts. The problem is puts don't trade right now. Just the stock is trading. And the morning opening in the morning could be substantially different than what you see here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And Stock Markets with Bruce, finally going to sleep. Good night. Have a good night. I say to all of you, we'll see you in the morning. Bye for now.